This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, hey. Hey, journeymen, gentlemen, this is a hero's journey with Dr. D. Guess what? We in them streets. I just found out how to, you know, I get on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So we're going to see what type of responses we get on this one. But I just ran into this times I wish I really just had my own. Yeah, I just click on the record, but I had to go back and do the editing anyway. So that's fine. Uh this times I wish I had the recording because what was happening is that it's something organic. Well, I had to talk with my guy. He's doing some work in my house. And he just he told me, and I've seen him before at the grocery store. I've seen him before the grocery store. We talked. He told me then last year, around November time, around Thanksgiving time, he was telling me that he recently lost his wife at 20 years, what have you. And I said, my condolences. And and he was feeling some kind of way. And we talked and processed some things out. But he told me that, and I haven't seen him. Wow, actually, he recognized me. He recognized me. I had to try to put it together. I get my readers. So and we talked then, but we talked again today. Now, this is why I realized. He was talking about when he had a situation with his first wife. He's married twice. The first wife, and she went and did some things with his nephew. Him and his nephew is really tight. Him and his nephew is really tight, So there's like, and his ex wife had some discretions, and so he just let it ride. That other people are telling him what he should do and what he shouldn't do. Everybody want to be in your business, except people that are in your business. And he told them, and he was telling me something, but they don't understand. God had a bigger plan. So he just let stuff, you can have the house. Sometimes you can have the house, you can have all these other things. I just want my peace. And that's what we just want our peace. And he said, but God had a bigger plan. And he used an example on the flip side. He said, the grass may be greener. The grass is green right here, but when you look over the hill, all you see is brown grass. You think the grass is greener on the next side, but when it's green right now. But he said, no, it's got to be green on the other side. So you go over the hill, look over the mountain, look over the hill, look down below, and you see brown grass. Now he says brown grass. Now this is the analogy I use. I said, people think the grass is green on the other side. I said, it is. I believe that it is because you see what you see. And so, especially if you're superficial, it's greener on the other side due to the fact that the grass is AstroTurf. For those who do not know football vernacular, AstroTurf is turf that you use. Well, it's not grass. It's artificial grass. And the thing about artificial grass that a lot of ball players complain about is that it does not give. It doesn't give. It doesn't give. Versus the old grass, it has depth. I mean, you got dirt, but it gives. It gives. When you fall, it kind of you get an imprint because it gives. Now you may have weeds. You may have uh unwanted things, worms, whatever that may be in that grass, and you're still trying to navigate through the grass, try to make sure you get a better lawn. I mean, you try to work it out. And that's the key thing, work it out. But some people don't want to work it out. They won't out. So that's why the grass is green on the other side, and people go over the other side and look, say, yeah, oh, he's pretty, he's better, she's better, and this and that, all that good stuff. Um, and but what happens is that it's astroturf. Ain't nothing real. Ain't nothing real at all. So, so with that being said, that's what we talked about. But what happened is that I said, and he said, well, God has me on this situation. God has me, and people understand God sees the bigger picture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God sees the bigger picture. And I say He does. And in North Carolina, it's like a big snow blurry. But I'm from Chicago, so we kind of accustomed to snow and bad streets and being able to navigate it through it. But when you're not accustomed to it, sometimes God allows things to happen so you can learn how to navigate through them. And just like just let's say example for a bad road. Have you ever, if anybody's on here, you ever drove on ice, or should I say slid on ice? Now, when you're driving, this is something that a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people cannot drive on ice because they have not been trained. I come from a colder climate, and we're accustomed to driving on ice and snow. We don't like it, but we know how to deal with it when it happens. And in certain areas, when the streets are not taken, is not and they're not certain environments not equipped to handle things as others are. Okay, let me use the analogy. The analogy is that just like being on the road and you're sliding, you you're navigating life on the road, and you think everything's fine, and then you get a storm, you get a rainstorm, but you get a snowstorm, right? But you still got to get on the road to get to your destination. I mean, it doesn't stop anybody when you got to get there. You got to get to your destination. But what happens is that you're on the road because you're getting to your destination. You can't go as fast because it's rough terrains. So you have to learn how to adjust. See, the thing is, a lot of people don't want to adjust. They want the things the way they want them, and even if they don't want to control anything. But see, that's the thing; they want to be in control. So therefore, because they can't handle not having total control, they'll withdraw and they won't do anything, or they run away and they'll walk away. Nobody wants to work anymore. Because even the Bible says, faith without works is dead being alone. Yeah. But go figure, that's just the Bible, right? But that's real talk for real people. Um, so you're on rough terrain and you're on ice, right? And you start sliding. And that's what people fear. They fear the slide. Let's say they fear the slide of a torrentious or a bad relationship, or a hostile environment because of a disagreement. A hostile environment because you say one thing, I say another thing. So either we work it out or I'm out. And when you work things out, you have different opinions, you have different mindsets. So you generally have to come to a compromise that's more feasible for both of you. But some people want to do that. So let me use the example for the ice. So you're driving on the ice. And when you drive on the ice, this is the thing that people don't know about driving on the ice. You gotta roll with it. You gotta rock with it. So when you're driving and the roads are not good and it's icy on the ground, it's ice on the ground, and you start to slide. What do you do when you slide? You roll with it. You ride with the slide. And then because you're sliding and looking for the part to catch. So you slide, you roll with it, you turn with it, and then you catch a grip, and you adjust with the grip, and then you know how to adjust with how you're driving. It's like life. You get a bad situation, you need to roll with it. You need to roll with it until you find something that you can latch on to. And if you can latch on to it, it can be all right. It can be all right. You latch on it inch by inch is a cinch. I don't believe that. I believe inch by inch is progress. It's not a cinch because that inch could be a monster. But the thing is, movement is for progression. It's not digression. You're not regressing. It's for progression. So, it's sliding on the ice. Now, these roads are they're clean now in North Carolina. And but I was driving in the streets and I slid the other day. I did a video about it. I did slid the other day and I did adjust. And there's minimum damage. And there's no damage. because I know how to adjust with what I had. And then I had to get assistance to get out that situation. And sometimes in life you're gonna need assistance to get out the situation so you can move forward. Like I stated before, I said that one guy was like, "No, you're never gonna move," because he was looking from a lens of limitation. I'll look for a lens that I know what destination I need to go. And just because I got this rough patch don't mean it's over. That's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't mean that I'm stuck. I'm gonna keep on moving till I can't move at all. And if I can't get assistance, I have different plans. Like the goal is to look beyond your first move. Okay, this move, I'm working this move the best I can. However, this move is not effective. There's no movement there. And time is of the essence. Let me start moving toward the next move on the board. Life is a chessboard. It's how you play the game determines how you come out. You go figure, right? So, oh, do I got a comment? Let me see. Comment. Let me see. Zadario. Zadarova. Hey, this is Zadarova. uh, no, Zadarova. Yeah. Um, yeah, so I commented on yeah. So I'm gonna start doing this from now on. So this is on my Instagram, it's Facebook, and it's on my YouTube. And so yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Hero Journey with Dr. D. And this is the segment called In Them Streets. Now going forward, In Them Streets will probably be branched out to In Them Streets is the overarching segment of my channel. And so it's ride and share, which is this what this will be. Then it'll be sit and share. And then I'm looking toward doing a walk and share. Real talk with real people with Dr. D. And then I'm start doing I'm start back. For those who've been on the channel before, I have a weekly show called Here's Update of what happened and why it matters. I'm adjusting some things this year. And so people are welcome to come on. And I may try to integrate I got a TikTok video I did previously. I'll tell y'all, I'm not that savvy on TikTok. I'm not at all. But I'm learning the TikTok streets. I'm just trying to focus on what I can focus on. And I just want to share with this segment on about you slide into a situation when you're sliding on a situation, you need to adjust or you need to adjust on solid ground. When you get a catch, you adjust with that catch and then you move accordingly. That's all you can do in life. There's almost perspective how you look. When you catch something, when you're sliding, you're trying to tune in on what you can adjust on. If you can adjust on it, you can move with it. You can rock with it. You may can't rock as fast, but you're still rocking progression, not regression. Yeah. If you don't remember anything else from this video, remember this. Every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. Why? Be sure, live. Look in your rearview mirror. This is a hero's journey with Dr. D, and we are in stream.